Hey, hi, hello, ladies. How's it going? We got the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper in the house, and I figured we might as well just gatekeep some records while we're here. And the first one that's coming across my desk over here is one called Preemptive Strike. It's their 2026 promo, and in order to listen to this, I guess I'm gonna have to go to youtube.com. And here it is, promo 2026. Okay, so far that passes the test, alright? I'm going to allow this through the gate. Preemptive Strike, promo 2026, over here on the Brutal Youth 666 YouTube channel. It's hardcore and punk rock music from Germany. Let's give it one more little taste. Alright, Germany, I see what you're putting down. Pretty nice. Next band. What do we got over here? Draobl. So far, you're not winning me over with your name, Draobl. This is some pretty pretentious bull crud if I've ever seen it. But we'll just paste that into bandcamp.com. Draobl, here it comes. They are from Quebec City, Les Francophones, oui, oui, oui. And the first song is called Fermez-le. Normally it's like Fermez la bouche, but no bouche, just Fermez-le. I was very rude. I love this. Yeah, this is badass. Fermez-le. Now the next song on here is called Revolte. Let's go. Very basic. 3-chord punk rock music. I am a fan. Alright, well, that's good. We might as well listen to the song Draobl by the band Draobl off the record Draobl. 53 seconds. Holy shit, dude. Those vocals really are something else. We got some oi, we got some Canadian punk rock happening over here. Very French. I'm not sure if I could read the bio over here. Oui, PC... animé par un insolé patriotique ensemble en cri dans l'âme québécois. I'm sorry I did no justice to the language, but that's also pretty good music. So far we're getting some pretty good music in 2026. Draobl, write it down, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to listen to these guys. These guys are getting a strong recommend from the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper, the satirical miracle over here, but we gotta move on to the next band. We're moving quickly. We're going through all this sort of thing. This band over here, I'm not sure if I could pronounce it. Manderly? Oh, I pronounced it first try. Look at that. Manderly. Oh man, I keep clicking the wrong buttons over here, but don't worry about that, folks. Don't worry about that one bit. We'll get this going here. We'll check out Manderly here in one expeditious second, and you're gonna feel pretty good about it. Apparently they're from Florida. Bunch of Florida bands, Orlando, Florida. Look at this album art over here. We got this painting of a sky on the top of a tree. Got some leaves kind of like floating off the tree over here. You like my description? I'm very good at describing images. Okay, it's one of my main gifts in this world. They were like, "Hey Dan, do you want to be a good YouTuber or do you want to be able to describe images really well?" And I said, "I'd like to be a really good YouTuber, really popular and rich." And they were like, "Too bad. You're just going to be able to describe images well." I was like, "Fair enough." So the first song over here is called Run Away, they say, while remaining perfectly still. That's the name of the song. I can't help it. Roll it. Looking back to when I was completely obsessed. It's emo music. I love this. This is DIY emo music. Ladies and gentlemen, so far this is my favorite stuff so far. So that was redundant. So far. Did you know so far that so far was so far? God damn, I'm loving this. The name of this record is called You Come in Seasons and Depart Through Windy Gusts and Blowing Leaves. I'm not making any of that up. That's beautiful. Let's continue with this first track. I might have found my favorite band of the whole year so far. Dude, this is sick. What the fuck? How is 2026 off to such a good start? My God. What's the name of this band again? Manderly. From Florida? My God. There's emo that's this good coming out of Florida? Of course there is. Florida's actually a bustling little place for old DIY punk rock music. Good little scene down there in Florida. And now we got Manderly adding to it. I'm down. This is my first time hearing them, my first time listening to them. I gotta say, pretty good. We're gonna listen to another song though. I don't want to be like, they're the best band ever based off of 3 seconds off their first track over here. So we'll go down to track 8, we'll say, to Tired Eyes See Letters, Not Words. Roll it.
In reality, I see no end.
I'm a fan already, dude. It's like the front bottoms, but better. I like it quite a bit. I'm a fan. I'm going to give this a full spin at some other point, but this is a first taste. And as a first impression, gotta say I'm pretty impressed. So write another one. That's 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen. And this is my favorite one of the batch so far. Manderly. Man, put that in your friggin' pipe and smoke it. Don't mind if I do. Gonna be moving on to this other band over here. It's gonna be called, what is it? Coffret de Bijou. More French punk rock music. And that's gonna be fine if it's fine. But you know, the French people, well, at least in school or whatever, they've never been my biggest fans, you know, and that's maybe because I just like butcher their language time and time again. But here it is. This is the song, My Limbs Are Not Mine. Gotta say, I like that album name. Gotta say, I like this album cover. Very cool album cover, actually. Not gonna lie. Very sick. Excuse me. First song is called I Need to See. I Need to See. Let's run it. Whoa, what the hell? Atmospheric black metal, shoegaze, Quebec City. Let's go. It also seems kind of emo and kind of screamo. Yeah, that's kind of like that new kind of American style black metal, I guess. That's fine. It's not really my thing. I'm going to want to hear some vocals, though. I do think it's kind of interesting sounding. It's just not really 100% for me, you know? Unlike Manderly. Okay, still no vocals. All good. We're going to move to the next song. The next song is called... Actually, we're going to move to the third song called Nuit d'automne. Okay? Okay, so I think labeling it as black metal might have been incorrect. There are some, like, I guess, some black metal kind of influences, obviously, but this is more like just like dark shoegaze. And that's fine if you want to be dark shoegaze. That's exactly what this is. I wouldn't be like, hey, you can put us in the same fucking breath as Sunbather or whatever. This isn't that. Not quite. So I'm gonna say I gotta oh my god, I'm gonna have to flex my ruthless muscle and say, this one over here, ladies and gentlemen, this one's just not worth it. Do not recommend off of the 5 seconds that I listened to it. But if you like the sounds that you heard, My Limbs Are Not Mine. There's more out there if you want. But we're going to be moving on to the next record over here. This one came out, January 2nd? It's called Buildings Abandoned by Medicinal. I don't know if any of this is going to show up, but we'll see over here. We'll see. Medicinal. Buildings. Medicinal Buildings. Oh, there it is. First try. Decent album cover. Not the greatest. Decent. What do we got over here? Let's get some information first. New York hardcore, punk, hardcore, Long Island hardcore, Chicago. All right. Those are scratching all the right words over here. The first song, not the next song. What am I talking about? It's called Fleeting Beauty, if you can imagine. Baller, banger, absolutely fucking sick. There's a lot of good ass music coming out this year, folks. So far, so good. Not gonna lie to you. Looks like we kind of got another hardcore thing over here. I like the looks of this album cover. No More Youth by No More Youth. What says you we get a song called No More Youth on here? It's 10 tracks. Let's look for No More Youth. They didn't do. Oh, they did. They did. We're going to listen to No More Youth by No More Youth off of No More Youth. I knew they were going to do that. Of course, when you see them out there being this kind of band, I knew what I was getting, and we're getting it. No More Youth by No More Youth off of No More Youth. Roll it. I'm sorry. That's another one that's not making it through the gate. I'm going to have to flex my gatekeeper muscle. Easy for fucking me to say. I'm going to try to do a lot less editing in these videos. So if you're seeing me stumbling and all sorts of stuff, I'm really trying to get through these videos without having to do too much editing. And I think that that's just going to be the way to go forward, because you want to be able to determine, you want to be able to decipher the difference between real people and the robots out there in the world. And I'm going to flub up a lot. I'm going to maybe trip over my words. Maybe my tongue is going to get real big all of a sudden. So I'm going to leave a lot more of these human moments in as kind of like an artistic statement against AI. So that's the whole thing and the whole ethos to why that's happening right now. But anyway, No More Youth by No More Youth by No More Youth off of No More Youth. No More Youth is getting a 0 out of 10 for me right now. But of course, I didn't listen to the record. I only listened to the last song off the record, and it's just not gonna pique my interest, unfortunately. But there's more records to pick from here, ladies and gentlemen. There's way more records. We're not gonna listen to everything. We'd be here all fucking day. But the next thing that's kind of calling out to me over here, well, none of these album covers really sing to me, you know? Nothing is really calling out my name. Maybe this thing over here. Invasive Spectators by Silk. So we'll give that a copy. We'll give that a paste over here, and we'll see if it's worth your time. If you like the sounds that are being omitted by this band over here with their song, "The Music Box" of Carmilla Camstein. Apparently it's going to be an emo violence thing. This is only 1 minute long. This is feeling like an intro. Okay, more. Okay, just an intro. We gotta go to the next song, okay? We gotta go to the next song. Invasive Spectators. Alright, well, for emo violence, that's kind of par for the course, actually. I don't hate that, really, but if I really have to be the ruthless gatekeeper, I know that there's better emo violence out there, and I don't find it particularly to be so captivating and exciting right off the bat, unfortunately. So, Silk, Invasive Spectators, you're not doing it for me right now, but I might give it another spin a little bit later, but highly doubtful. You only get a couple seconds with the Ruthless Gatekeeper, and you gotta maximize those seconds. You know, you really gotta maximize them. And here we go. We got Regress by Regress. And do you think we're gonna have a song called Regress off of this? Are all the bands doing that? If they do that, I'm throwing it out the window right away. Okay, no song called Regress. Excellent. Let's give this a spin and see what we got. It's UK hardcore, apparently. Reaper's Grip. Roll it.
It's a London thing.
Decent. It's a London thing. It's decent. Again, it's not really compelling me. It's not. It's not really compelling to me. I'm not really captivated by it. Soaked in Betray. I'm sure they're sweethearts. I'm sure they're great. They didn't maximize their seconds. That's getting a not recommend for me, unfortunately. Now, I'm only going to listen to a couple more, and I want to be impressed. I want to see what these people are doing. I don't think that Baby's Breath is going to impress me with Tough Cookie, so I'm not going to listen to that. I'm judging a record off its cover, this one right here that I'm circling with my mouse. I'm not listening to that just based on the cover itself. Take with that what you will, okay? Sometimes you judge covers, or sometimes you judge entire records by covers. I'm not captivated, all right? I'm not drawn. I'm not lured in by any of that. Going down here, seeing what's jumping. Oh, you know what's jumping out? This thing over here. All right. I had this pulled up a little bit earlier on, and I didn't really listen to the whole thing. I didn't listen to any of it, actually. And I figured, I might as well do that now. So we're going to do that. Slut World by Slut Intent. All right, we got this thing over here. Apparently, the first song is called Peppa Pig. You got a couple seconds? Show me what you got. I'm in. I love that. That's very catchy already. I love the guitar tone. I love the bounciness of it. I'm liking what it's saying to me. It's making me want to listen to this some more. All right, let's continue. Okay, I like it when the hi-hats come in like that. Very cool. It's building anticipation. Okay, yeah, I got dizzy. That's the one. That's the best. This is the best music so far. This is the best stuff. What do we got? Slut World, Slut Intent. That was awesome. The next song over here is called Slut Internet. Okay, that one didn't catch me as much as the first one. Peppa Pig was crazy. Okay, yeah, this stuff is really sick. This is really, really good. I'm really enjoying this over here. What do we got? Punk, hardcore, Minneapolis, ladies and gentlemen. Recorded by Kaylin Grider. Kaylin Grider, you did great. It sounds awesome. What do they call themselves? What is it? Minneapolis hardcore girl band. Fucking right. Alina, Sophia, Caitlin, Kara, Katie, Astrid. Really good stuff over here. I can't wait to dive further into this record over here. So that's going to be about it. I recorded for a little bit over 20 minutes. I'm going to cut out some of this or whatever. But yeah, those were the bands. Some of them so good, some of them not so good. This one over here, probably my favorite one. Not going to lie. But if you heard something that you liked, all right, please go check out the bands. We're celebrating punk rock music. DIY will not die. Not as long as DIY will not. God damn it. Let's try to get this correct. DIY will not die as long as I'm on the internet. Third time's a charm, ladies and gentlemen. No cuts, no edits. You love to see it. That's how we're doing it. AI, get screwed. You can't screw up as bad as I do. Okay, I'm going to be the only person on the internet brave enough to upload all these kind of raw, real moments of me sucking at YouTube. Okay, anyway, very much appreciate you being here for this ride. Very wild time. Gonna get this up late on a Thursday night. That is what it is. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, hit subscribe. Really appreciate having you around. We're gonna do a lot more of these kind of quick, kind of like reaction style things. I'm still gonna be doing other longer videos like the one on Haywire that I just did. So check out all that stuff. Got a bunch of channels. Really appreciate you. Goodbye. See you later and have a good one.